offensive. Ready, fight. Have all the stalwarts as far forward as possible, which is exactly what they're doing. We don't want to be covering the reinforcement slots though, so we'll move these guys off to over here. And although these squares are highlighted blue, indicating that I can place my units there, they're not actually legal positions because I don't have a path where I could actually walk around within the territory. Thus water's blocking that off, so I can't actually select there. I guess they'll just have to stand where they are. We'll get them to spread out later. Ready that. And everyone is on aggressive stance. We want to clear out the spaces so that we'll switch this guy to aggressive, that's fine, so that we can get the full reinforcements. Fire Drandon, yes, of course, I am still trying to win. Do I think that some of the other races are easier than the others, and why? I'm sure there are definitely stronger races than others. I haven't played all of the races recently enough, especially with the various changes that the major and minor expansions have added to the game to know, to give a good opinion on which is stronger. But I'm really liking the Dust Bishop Stalwart combo right now. So the Broken Lords seem pretty nice. There's one less thing to worry about. You don't have to worry about food or any of the food producing buildings. Probnik thinks the cultists are weird. I think the cultists might be, I mean, they might be a bad starting race because they could form bad habits for you. But they're nice in that you don't have to worry about managing multiple cities. You just have your one city, and the other cities that you capture are immediately raised and you get stockpiles from them. So that does simplify some things there. The Wildwalkers and the Vaulters are nice in that they have early ranged units, and the ranged units, even though I hear they have been nerfed since half a year ago, are still quite powerful. So Wildwalkers and Vaulters might be nice for new players. Probnik 8 likes the Draken since they have a lot of hit points. I think I don't know if that's a plus for new players, because one frustrating thing about the Draken is while they have a lot of defense and a lot of hit points, they don't deal a lot of damage, which makes for a lot of long battle sequences, although you are more likely to survive them with a lot of defense and hit points. And one of the things about the way combat works in Endless Legend is it lasts a maximum of 6 phases. So even if you are outgunned and the enemy is sure to destroy you, if you can manage to survive the 6 phases, then battle closes and you can use that time to run away and retreat, which can be a nice a nice side goal. If you don't think you can win combat, you can try to position your units so that they'll actually survive past the 6 phases, and then you can retreat and fight another day. Alright, so we didn't lose any units. We did lose our hero, but he comes back with last gasp. We'll have to remember to heal him next turn. We took down 2 armies, including an enemy hero. A bunch of experience on our units, which is definitely what we want to see. And our hero gets to level up even though he dies, so perfect. Let's see. The extra reinforcement slot. Ice in the Veins. Level 1, immunity to movement reduction during winter. Immunity to the garrison reduction due to winter, and bonus hero defense. Winter's still pretty short, so I'm not going to worry about Ice in the Veins or complete winter immunity. Let's go and boost our army life levels. Plus 25 life on all units. Sounds good. Don't apply that. And now, unfortunately, we can't heal our units this turn because we've used up our action points. That's something new and frustrating that they added to the Broken Lords to prevent abuse, at least since half a year ago. Though I can definitely see why they did it, so it's just a little annoying because I keep expecting that I can heal the same turn as I attack, or heal and then attack, or heal and then retreat. Unfortunately, the action point system does prevent that. Now, I do have this Guardian. Let's get him over here and start sieging down this city. We don't just want him sitting around doing nothing. Alright, so another new thing in the Guardians expansion are these random events that last for, all the ones that I've seen, they last for a 9-turn duration. We had one that reduced production from forests, which didn't really hurt us. We weren't using forests for production from our 2 core cities, but it did hurt the Wildwalkers. They were using a lot of forests, and so now all of the cities that we inherited from them are going to have more production, which is definitely nice to see. Let's kick out another one of these demons. And we'll pay for the heal. Heal all these guys up. We definitely have the dust to pay for that. We've got insane amounts of dust. I should think of something good to do with all of that. And we've just met the roving clans. Alright, so I got more dust than I know what to do with right now. Are there... let's buy out a few buildings, sure, and put out a borough street while we're at it. Maybe buy some more citizens. Where do I want to expand to? Not really the greatest yields. I suppose right here would be just fine. And I suppose we can buy a few citizens as well. A few citizens here. Let's pump all of our cities up to 10 population. And then we'll keep a small stockpile of dust since I don't have a good plan for it, and we might need that for some emergency rush buying. Meanwhile, does the capital need more buildings? Another borough. Could be nice. Drop that over here. And maybe we can get our city center up to level 2 as well. Meanwhile, I am planning to win by the main faction quest, even if it's not the most practical, just because I want to see where the Endless Hero lore main faction quest story goes. The faction quest here, we need to just destroy the city of Rondaria. And I haven't found Rondaria yet. Hopefully it's not on the other continent, because that's going to take a while for us to find. Meanwhile, we'll start sieging down this city. Let our Guardian join that party. And this guy here, they've got 9 units, including militia. Do I want to siege them down with this smaller force? Let's buy a 3rd army and maybe a hero to lead that. We do have the dust to spare, so that's definitely something good to grab. They're all level... Okay, we've got a few level 3s. We could take Bishop Julian II. These guys might be good governors for us. There's Dust Boost 1, Dust Boost 1. Let's have a look at him and see... He's got 1 skill point left. Okay, this guy would be a good governor. Let's buy Bishop Julian this first. That's right. He is level 3, so we'll go and buy him. And then I'm going to want someone to lead my armies here. So what does this guy have? Army health boost, not bad. Dust efficiency is good, but the reason I wanted a Broken Lord hero is so that I could equip the Quivering Circlet, which is an item that boosts all of our stats in the city and can only be equipped to Broken Lord's heroes. This guy's got Army health boost. Army attack boost free. That sounds pretty nice. Let's see where her skills have been assigned. Agile mover, +1 movement on all units in the army, and the army attack boost is plus 15 attack and plus 15% attack. I like that. Alright, so we might take Rilkata the Third. Army defense boost 2. Army health boost. Army attack boost 3. Let's take Rilkata. She also has range 4, which is going to be nice. We'll buy her as well. And then we'll go and assign, let's see, which of these cities would most benefit from a governor. I guess this town. It's also a border town, so having another hero there will add to our defense. Bishop Julian, you are now assigned as governor, and we'll also go and give him the relevant trinkets. So here's the Quivering Circlet, +7 production, dust, and science. And then which of these will boost? Something that'll boost science yield, since this is the science city. The titanium level 1 tome will equip that. And all the rest of this seems fine. I guess we can give him a sharp sense in case he does get involved in a fight, and we may as well gear him up with armor as well. And Infantry Slayer versus Cavalry Slayer. Let's grab the Infantry Slayer boost. I'll give him a Claymore. Go and apply that. Oh, and we do need to assign his skill. +1 dust on terrain with dust, or +2 with rivers. Do we have any rivers in this city? No, we don't, so we'll take the terrain boosting skill. Dust Diviner, level 1, apply that. And now this, our hero, a Vaulter hero, we'll go and equip her. Maybe I should go and buy some more adamantium so I can give her some decent gear. She has low initiative, I don't really need to boost that then. We'll just buy some more adamantium. How much is it going to cost us? 8. And if I wanted to give her all adamantium gear, that seems like it won't really be necessary. Initiative boost, I don't need that. But if I wanted to give her 48 life and 48 defense versus 14 and 44. Okay, we'll just gear up with the normal stuff here and a shield. Let's see. An adamantium shield as well. It's legendary, or it's a specially acquired item. We could get that going. We would need to buy a whole more 16 more adamantium though, or 12. We'll make it a full 20. And then as for items, we're going to want hero generation, no. Army attack boost would be nice. Army defense boost. Let's grab the army attack boost. army damage boost, and the increased movement. So speed is currently 5. That's pretty much on par with the rest of our army. Let's grab Sharp Sense instead. Alright, so I need to buy 20 of all of the strategic resources, which I should have done first because now I'm going to have to reassign all of those items. Let's go over to the market. Adamantium. Buy 20 of that. 20 glass steel. 20 palladium. Okay, now let's go and equip our newly acquired hero as we had planned out. Okay, so the special quest shield, the quest, or just the tier 1 adamantium crossbow, all regular armor, and then special items that boost our army's attack, army damage, and sharp sense. That's what we wanted. Oh, we're still short on titanium. Oops. We needed titanium rather than glass steel. Thanks, Seek LG. Let's go and buy our titanium. And then back over to the hero screen. Alright, so that seems good. Apply that now. So we've got a nicely geared up ranged hero, level 3, and we'll go and assign her to this group here. And then she can go and siege down this city. Meanwhile, we have been burning through our gold there. We'll keep these guys guarding the capital. And I don't have any other straggling units. Okay, let's queue up a whole bunch of units here. Another stalwart, another dust bishop. That seems good. Let's rush by a few of these. Or at least one of them. And then we'll have this guy. Is he strong enough to siege down this city? Versus 9 units. Probably 4 of them are militia. Well, let's just go and explore these ruins, or start walking in that direction. Alright, that's the turn. Does Lil Kata have a skill to be assigned? No. Zephyr 42. The cultists are hilarious if you get a necrophage hero. Slavery on their capital apparently is a really strong boost. The slavery applies to all their converted villages as well. Okay, so that sounds like a really good combo. And the research queue. What's next? Let's go and grab the extractors and research, maybe. Get that going. We do like the dust. Oh man. The dust alchemy would give us a huge boost since we have most of our citizens on dust production. Let's grab that first and then we'll pick up the extractors. Alright, let's rush out these units too. Wearing down more fortification points here. These guys can search these ruins. And then go and attack this guy here. Fire Dradin asks, what's the point of these different items that require strategic resources? They just are stronger than the weapons that don't require strategic resources. Or special materials, as P08 calls them. Okay, we've leveled up. Looks like these guys want to attack us. Do I think that we can take on a Guardian here. The Dust Guardian, 2 walkers versus 6 units and a hero, with potentially with backup from the city here. Let's add a couple more, 4 more units to this army before we advance and deal damage. In fact, let's pull back slightly so we're within range of the city. And we'll keep on wearing down the fortification points here. And we'll go and assign... Okay, so this is the hero we got from the main faction quest. He is a marquis who we're having a bit of a political conflict with. We had to assign him as a governor, but he is doing a good job boosting our dust, and we can go and grab dust trickery here, which is plus 15% to dust production on the city. So that's definitely very welcome. Alright, Manny McDude wants us to zoom out and see the whole map. We can definitely do that for him. More experience here. Let's get over to more dust. So, governors gain experience every time a item completes, construction of a unit, training a unit, or construction of a building. And so that's why Bishop Julian leveled up so quickly, because we just bought out 4 units over in the city that he's currently governing. Let's reactivate the die booster and maybe train out a demon. That seems reasonable. Or even, let's see, a Burrow Street would be fine as well. That would be plus 7 production, not really that exciting. I guess we are in the throes of winter, that's why the values are lower. Alright, let's hold off on that for now. The Canvassery gives us another trade route and additional gold from trade routes. Let's get those Canvasseries up. In fact, let's, well, 1,000 to rush by that. That might have been a little too much, but let's queue up Canvasseries in all of our cities. Because we can get some decent yields off of those. Trade routes, we're making 75 science and 75 dust off of that. And that's all from internal trade routes. We've got more trade routes going with the Canvassery and some boosted yields. That'll be a nice bit of extra income there. Oh yeah, and the full zoom out. So we've only explored this part of the map. This city here used to belong to the Ardent Mages. It was captured by the Vaulters, then captured by the Wildwalkers, and then captured by us. This city here used to be a Vaulter city. It was captured by the Wildwalkers, and we're currently sieging it down ourselves. In between capture by the Wildwalkers, the Vaulter city was first captured by the Necrophage. So a lot of conflict has happened. A lot of these cities have changed hands a number of times. But we're taking it slow here, knocking down the fortification points over in this city, and I want to find the region of Rondaria, because that's what I need for the main faction quest. I'm hoping it's not on the other continent, but we'll soon see. Okay, there's the dust. Dust alchemy research is completed. We definitely want the dust depository. So how much is that going to cost to rush by 1,000? Let's rush by that there, and we'll queue that up in the rest of these cities. Canvassery, dust depository. And the dust transmuter, plus 10 on terrain with dust, can only be built once in our empire. Requires glass steel. Right, maybe when we get a little more glass steel, we'll build that out. We've reached a new research era. I should finish up the smelting station, but... we can unlock some more guardians. And I think I do want to do that, if only because they're the new and cool thing. But let's go and increase our army size first. So, Signal Corps, and then do I want a ranged Guardian or a melee Guardian? Let's research the Guardian of the Earth next. CKLG suggests training a super fast scout unit. Yes, that's actually a really good idea. We can find out where that city is. So let's go and create a new unit profile. We'll use the either the rider or the demon. They both have the same speed. The demon has the bonus of being flying, so you can ignore cliffs, and that'll be pretty useful if you want a good scout. So we'll select the demon profile. We'll name him Scout. And give him, the most important thing here is going to be our improved movement tier 3. We may as well, as a scout, he'll want the improved vision 3 as well. And then we'll just gear him out with the tier 3 armor. He doesn't need anything too special. And then something, we'll give him the claws here. Validate that. And then I'll go and rush by him at my most forward city, either the capital or down here. Alright, let's give Bishop Julian some more experience. We'll train out a scout. Oh, we need 2,000 dust for that, so it's going to be a few turns until we get that going. That's okay. And we could embark a scout as well, Manic Dude. But we'll do, I don't know how the increased movement works with embarkation. We'll test that out as well. And I guess we do have a spare unit that we're not using for anything over in the capital. Maybe send this guy over to do some scouting by sea. No, I should reconfigure him to give him more movement if I really wanted to do that. The Wildwalkers want a truce. I don't think I'm going to go for that. Don't have enough dust to rush by the scout out yet. But we will go and create a new army. Have these guys join up with Rata, or Rilkata III. And it looks like we can go and take this city down, and so we will go and do that. Now, a new quest from these runes. Explore 2 temple runes before the end of winter. Any 2 temple runes or a specific 2 temple runes? Concrete and virtual explore 2 temple runes before the end of winter, and we get a tech, which is a new building that gives us 100% boost to science on the city. Which wouldn't be bad. We don't have the strategics to actually build that out. And Frobnik, for our scout, suggests adding glass steel boots for higher initiative, which could let us sort of, during combat, escape more easily. That is something to consider. I'd have to go and buy some glass steel too, so maybe I'll do that some other time. But it is a cool idea. Alright, fine. We'll give that a try. Don't say I never listened to my chat. So if I gave this guy glass steel boots, it's only a 5% boost to initiative. Some of the enemy units running around there have like 80 or 90 initiative, so I don't think that's going to be enough to let us have the first move to escape any of our attackers. So maybe I'm not going to do the glass steel. Just no strategic resources, a plain scout is fine. We could take the armor off to make him cheaper. Okay, we'll also make a second pair of scouts that will be called the cheap scouts. So just the tier 1 weapon, we'll apply that. Scout 2 is the really cheap scout, Scout 1 is the really expensive scout. And if we do want one of our guys embarked, let's queue up a Scout 1 or a Scout 2 in this city. This guy costs a little less, but not significantly less. Alright, well, we'll queue him up anyways and we'll buy him when we have the money for that. Alright, let's attack the city. And that looks like it's going to be an easy fight, but I do want to see our Guardian in action, so we'll manual that. And why did they all get a little buff? Alright, well, we'll push these guys as far forward as they're allowed to be. And let's see what our abilities are. Shared Wisdom boosts morale when we're adjacent to our own guys. We can also heal our units, which sounds like it'll be really useful if I'm about to lose a friendly unit. And then there's the Mind Control, which I don't actually know what that's going to do. Robnik 8, yes, the music in Endless Legend is amazing. I don't know if the Dust Bishops need to be running to the front line like that. Let's have everyone focus fire on the unit that's going to potentially cause some trouble for our Dust Bishop. Alright, so I haven't made good use of these Guardians yet. The Guardian here just healed up my Dust Bishop, that's nice. I wonder why he had prioritized the heal rather than dealing damage. I'm not disappointed about that. I've got other units who can go and deal damage, so that's fine. But I wonder why the AI decided to use the heal rather than an aggressive ability. Le Rufino, I definitely agree that the Endless Legend soundtrack, unlike most other soundtracks, isn't something that I've gotten sick of. It's got just the right mix of interest and not being too distracting. And I love the string instruments as well, so it's pretty much the best soundtrack for a 4X game, and it definitely adds a lot to the flavor as well. Alright, let's grab the Empire Mint, rebuild some of these villages. So the Select village down there, and then sure, we can pump out a Canvassery as well. Alright, so that's taken care of. These guys can advance forward and probably start sieging some stuff down. We do have enough gold to rush by our scout now, so we'll go and do that. Alright, so it is possible to get sick of the Endless Legend music. Apparently CKLG is sick of the music, but he or she has been playing since the game was in alpha, so that's a while. The Robin clans are close to an elimination victory. They control 50% of the colonized regions. Now we're working on a reaping station next. We just finished our scout. Let's pop him out here. Even though it's winter, we still have 5 movement, so let's fly way over here. We ignore the terrain penalties from forests since we're flying. Overall, it's all very good. And maybe he can complete that quest of exploring 2 ruins before winter ends. We'll see. But these guys are going to want to join this fight. And we should probably start working on slowing the roving clans down, since apparently they're close to a victory, or they're halfway there. We've met the Ursies, these little vine snakes, and we'll push forward with the Guardian. Alright, that seems good. These guys should probably attack now. Yeah, we can attack these guys. Apparently it's a close fight, even with bringing in our militia. And the scout, I mean, does deal decent damage, and he is geared out with all of that other stuff. It would be a little disappointing if we lost him. But alright, let's do this. We have only 3 Dust Bishops in this army. We will set that to hold position as the default. Stalwart, stalwart, stalwarts. And then we've got our hero. And the Dust Bishop. Spread these guys out, put the Dust Bishop right in the center, and then we're going to have reinforcements showing up as well. Maybe drop the hero in over here. Well, she does have 4 range, so we'll put her beside the Dust Bishop for extra healing. Ready? And the Stalwart here will take the high ground if possible. Meanwhile, we'll have the demon swing around to here. I don't want him to get too close to this guy. Hey Innovate Space, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're enjoying the Endless Legend. Alright, so some good healing from our Dust Bishops. These guys are going to want to advance. We'll push the hero over to here. The Dust Bishop will move over to, say, here. Alright, and this is the Guardian. Dealt 50 damage. But did he put a debuff on our demon? Doesn't seem so. Oh, he just mind controls our demon. That was unfortunate. And did he just chain lightning us too? Alright, so the Guardian mind controlled our demon and he attacked our own units. Hi Hazaras, welcome to the stream.